Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harachak Wadash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Shall keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." All right, walk carefully, right? Not as fools, but as wise. Why? Because the devil is plotting, right? The devil finna make a full-blown attempt to get your mind and ultimately get your spirit, right? I'm talking about he finna pull out all stops. That technology thing is something serious, and he been developing it for a while. That been the whole plan. Create something to go against the Most High so that the devil can present himself as being the Most High, so that he can capture the minds and hopes of the people, and then in turn create slaves, right? Verse 16 says, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil," right? Now, I spoke yesterday about, the devil claiming to have shot down unidentified flying object, or what is it? They call it a UAP now, unidentified aerial phenomenon, I believe. But that's a damn lie, man. Right now, whatever it is they shot down, what they trying to make it to be, it ain't. Right? I'm gonna show you why it's not. All right, but first, I'm going to let this video play and I'll be back.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war?
And the threat of war, right? So, what old boy just said, which is, Ronald Reagan, actor turned president, is if an alien threat presented itself to the world, whatever was going on the earth would basically take a back seat to this alien threat presented. Right? Real talk, man. This devil real life be spilling the beans on itself. Let me see. Let me go to the book of Psalms. I believe it's 68. Nah, that ain't it. Let me see. Psalm 64 and verse 8. "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." Right? If you listen to the devil, man, he real life tell you his plots and plans. But, on the same note, he'll lie in the same sentence too. Right? So, but at the end of the day, that all comes with being circumspect. All comes with being careful and understanding who you're dealing with. All right. Let me see.
We have a breaking news update now. The U.S. military has shut down another unidentified object today over northern Canada. It took place over the Yukon through NORAD, which is a joint U.S. and Canadian military command. U.S. officials still say they do not know who owns the object that was shot down yesterday over Alaska. ABC's M. Gwynn has more.
The military is now in the process of recovering the wreckage of an unidentified object shot down Friday off the coast of Alaska. The White House saying this object was flying at 40,000 feet, posing a threat to civilian aircraft.
Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object. and they did.
One senior official describing it as cylindrical and silverish gray. The Pentagon saying it's about the size of a small car.
Do you have anything to say about the object shot down over Alaska, Mr. President?
The White House says the object was first detected Thursday evening. Fighter jets sent to observe, determining it was unmanned. The president briefed Thursday, giving the order to shoot it down Friday morning. An F-22 fighter jet taking the shot at 1:45 p.m. This object didn't appear to have the gondola underneath it like the suspected Chinese spy balloon that was brought down off the coast of the Carolinas.
There's no indication that it had any capability to be powered or to steer in a particular direction or to collect intelligence.
President Biden has faced some criticism for not acting sooner to shoot down that Chinese spy balloon before it traversed the United States. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski says Friday's action sends a better message.
Right. So they speaking as though this is possibly a chariot of the Most High, which the world calls UFOs or UAPs, unmanned, size of a car, and they basing that, I'm guessing, off of the different videos that have been posted and different eyewitness accounts of seeing chariots, whether it be from individuals on planes or on ground or in buildings, skyscrapers or whatever. Right? But let me see. This is the reason why ain't no way in hell the devil then shot down a chariot of the Most High. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68. Now I'm just going to give you a few scriptures, really a couple of scriptures, to prove this point. I ain't finna go in depth with it. But this is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of power are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Right? Those chariots are not something that causes wreckage. It ain't something that you can hit with a missile and it crash. This ain't something that you can look at and be like, well, it seems to be unmanned. This is some form of vehicle. Man, nah, it ain't none of that. Right? Because this is the reason why. Go to the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 7. And the angels, he saith, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire. Right? The angels are spirits. The angels are flames of fire. They are power. They are energy. You cannot shoot down energy and cause wreckage from energy, power. Right? So now the question is, what the hell is the intent of the devil, right, pushing this so hard? What's the intent of the devil trying to portray this as a UFO or a UAP? Right? Has to be for a reason, right? Notice what we just saw from the jump with Ronald Reagan, what he said, and then pay attention to what's going on the earth. Right? Now watch this. This is something called Project Blue Beam. Right? They use this technology in a lot of sports arenas to make the mascots come to life and protrude or fly about, the arena or baseball field. All right, they use it in basketball games, so forth and so on, billboards, and it's basically holograms. I don't know if you saw it, but I think it was sometime last week, they said that China had a satellite that was shooting lasers down on the earth, right, in grids. So the technology is up there. Do not get it twisted, right? The technology is there. That's the devil. That's his whole, that's 2 Thessalonians. Matter of fact, let me read that right quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. Right? Stay circumspect, right? For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right? Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, which is now. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. How is allowing this devil to do all of this until he get his ass taken out of the way? All right, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, this nigga is not upright. This nigga is lying to the people, and the individuals who don't know no better, they're gonna believe it. Right? Let me see. So this is the book of Mark chapter 13 verse 22. It says, for false Hamashiachs and false prophets shall rise and show signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. All right, so this devil gonna do a real deal number on the minds of the people. All right, let me let this play. Right, so you get the point. Right, so I wouldn't be surprised, man, if one of these days we hear breaking news and look up in the sky and every country see a different version of what they say is God. and try to convince individuals to do certain things that normally they would not do. But all I know is I'm trying to figure out what was the purpose of these folks trying to portray whatever it was that they supposedly shot down as a UFO or a UAP. Right? So with that, and make sure you stay circumspect, because clearly this devil is on the move. Right? And I'll end it with that, man. How about Shema Shah Ratazah? These precepts in this video were edifying. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash Shalom Yashalom.